In a Sports Illustrated cover story, Jason Collins, a 12-year NBA vet who played this past season with the Celtics and Wizards, has become the first active athlete on a major American sports team to announce that he is gay. Charles, when you look at this thing, and you heard the commissioner speaking at the Hawks-Pacers game and saying, look, once you get through the frenzy, it's going to be no big deal. He's going to help the next person. How big a deal is this right now to you?
I think it's a huge deal. I think I'm excited for Jason because I want him to be here as well. Repeat what I heard on TV earlier from somebody I thought was very profound. When I went to bed last night, I didn't care who Jason Collins slept with. When I go to bed tonight, I won't care who Jason Collins sleep with. I'm happy that he gets to be himself. Listen, we've all played with gay players. Everybody works with gay players. I think deep down there's probably everybody got a family member who's gay, depending on how far you want to reach in your family. And you know, Kenny talks about it all the time. Us being black, we got to always be for tolerance. You know, I never went through what the great Bill Russell and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Jim Brown and all those guys went through. But just thinking about it, it had to be horrific. So we got to always be for tolerance and acceptance.
I got a question. Do you think you wonder sometimes how far you've come, and sometimes you get you hear this and say, okay, no big deal. That's fine. That's good for Jason Collins. Very courageous. No, but listen to me. Are we to a point where an NBA team would hesitate, or would they go ahead if he's a free agent? Would you sign an openly gay player, or are there still teams that would say, "Ooh, I don't know if my fan base can handle this"?
Oh, I think it's a unique situation because he's obviously on the downside of his career. I don't think we can read anything into it as part of our NBA family. Our NBA family has always been acceptance, Ernie. I think his situation is unique. He only averaged a couple points a game. He's an older guy. I don't even know if he would have been re-signed anyway. So I think it's a little bit unfair for people to read the quote-unquote the tea leaves. But, Ernie, let me tell you something. Doc Rivers had a great tweet today. Players are going to be a lot more accepting than the public is. We've all played with gay players. I think the one thing I want to come out this conversation, though, to be honest with you, is some people is not going to like this. I think they should have the right to express that. We should not crucify them. I disagree with them, and it's all right to disagree. But we live in this thing right now where anybody who comes out against it is going to be crucified, and I think that's unfair.
What do you think, Shaq?
Man, I think he showed great character. I think he showed great leadership. He's a historian now.
That Jason Collins was sending out this year as he played for the Celtics and the Wizards.
Well, it's interesting. And we finally found out I didn't know that at all. No one ever expressed that. I don't think even in the news to me. But I think overall, like Chuck said, there are going to be people who disagree with anything. Because of their religion, because of their culture, because of their bringings up. And you do have the right to have some of those influences influence your decision. But the same way, you always have to go back and think, would I be comfortable working with someone who stole something? Would I be comfortable working with an adulteress? Would I be comfortable working with someone who didn't pay their student loan? Would I be comfortable with someone who's gay? And all of those things, you have to think about. And like I said, when you don't include, as Chuck was said, I like to say, you don't include, especially as an African American, it's difficult to throw that stone because, yeah, you can have a difference, but you still have to have inclusion. And in your inclusion, you have this societal box that we all live in, and we all have to tolerate, and we all have to be part of, as long as we don't be detrimental to each other's growth. And I'm gonna bring it back basketball-wise too. I played on a team with the Houston Rockets, and when we won back-to-back championships, I was blessed to be on those two teams. And we had one meeting, Ernie, where we just said, we just gonna respect everybody, man. Stop all the team meetings. We're gonna respect. We never had a team meeting after that. And I just stood up and said, let's respect the fact that Akeem is Muslim and he wants to pray before the game. Give him his space. Let's respect the fact that Vernon Maxwell doesn't need the type of sleep that we need to get ready for a game. Respect that. Don't bother him about it. Don't talk about it in the locker room. Rudy, don't bring it up in the meeting. respect the fact that Sam Cassell's a rookie and he's going to talk like it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't. And then all of a sudden, we got better and we respected each other. We didn't like all of each other's differences. We didn't agree with them, but we respected each other.
If you haven't read the article, it really is a very thoughtful, well-written piece, a first-person account by Jason Collins. He says, "I'm learning to embrace the puzzle that is me. I don't let my race define me any more than I want my sexual orientation to. I don't want to be labeled, and I can't let someone else's label define me." Certainly worth a read. And of course, we leave you tonight with more reaction from, as you call it, that NBA fraternity or that NBA brotherhood. And we'll see what the long-range impact is of a decision made on one day and an announcement made by one 12-year NBA vet. We'll see you tomorrow night.